Grayscale investment CEO Michael Sonnenschein told CNBC that most of the 11 approved spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds will not survive. More specifically, 2 to 3 of the new ETFs will maybe obtain some kind of the critical mass of the assets under management AUM. The other may be pulled from the market. Let's discuss. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and let's start. New BlackRock and Fidelity each hold more than 1 billion Bitcoin in their ETFs. Also, why Bitcoin? The Federal Reserve prints money, they rob you from your wealth, and that's immoral. It's not only immoral, but it destroys some basic economic principles like saving. Also, daily Bitcoin update. As Bitcoin broke down from its mini range yesterday, the price dropped to a low of $40,000 as the open interest didn't move at all yesterday, as you can see in the chart. Bitcoin is showing signs of weakness. The Bitcoin ETF narrative hasn't been destroyed, which makes the current market situation quite interesting. Following the approval of the ETF, traders of the CME exchange have predictably closed their Bitcoin positions. There's currently a $4 billion decrease in traded volume and nearly $1.6 billion decrease in open interest. Over the past 3 months, the open interest saw a $4.4 billion increase due to the speculation about the ETF, with a $2.7 billion remaining open on the CME alone. The liquidity zone at 42,000 has been taken out, clearly indicated by the heat map, and we are currently observing a minor rebound, as the next notable liquidity levels can be found at 44,000 and 38,000 respectively. Now it is up to the GBTC selling pressure and market makers to decide in which direction we will go. I hope you found this post helpful. Let's go for more. As the breaking news, Jamie Dimon tells Davis that the US dollar is a pet rock that does nothing except help with the fraud, sex trafficking, terrorism fund wars, and money laundering. He then says, I meant Bitcoin. Many coins do 20 to 100,000, but you have to know that they don't achieve that with a straight green candles. They go through the red candles, dumps Bitcoin volatility, and more. Even if you're in a red, general market conditions is uptrending from 15k Bitcoin. Most coins are at all-time lows or at important retest levels, and I'm personally adding to my holds on strong weekly support areas, and I'm not selling red. Just in, Grayscale had sold 52,000 Bitcoin since the launch of the spot Bitcoin ETF. As well as wiggles that Grayscale CEO, most of 11 approved Bitcoin ETFs won't survive, plus more news. Grayscale CEO, most of 11 approved Bitcoin ETFs won't survive. Grayscale investment CEO Michael Sonnenschein told CNBC that most of the 11 approved spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds will not survive. More specifically, 2 to 3 of the new ETFs will maybe obtain some kind of the critical mass of asset under management AUM, and the other may be pulled from the market. As he stated that I don't ultimately think that a marketplace will have ultimately these 11 spot products we find ourselves having. Connected to this, the CEO discussed Grayscale's fees compared to its competitors, and while many ETF issuers went fee less for a limited time before raising them to the 0.2-0.4%, Grayscale charges a 1.5% fee. Sonnenschein argued that the other ETFs have lower fees because the products don't have a track record. Also, the issuers are trying to attract investors with the fee incentives. As meanwhile, Grayscale is the largest Bitcoin fund with a 10-year track record of operating successfully and a diversified investor base, he said. Sonnenschein opined that, I think from our standpoint, it may at times call into questions their long-term commitment to the asset class. And Grayscale is crypto specialist that paved the way for many arriving products, the CEO stated. He added that investors are weighing heavily as factors such as the product issuer's liquidity and track record. That's all the news we got on the Bitcoin so far. There will be more in today's and other videos, so don't forget to subscribe, like and share to not miss out. See you in the next one, and peace.